Yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
For the 66th time in their illustrious history, the Yankees honor their grand history. Everyone old is young again. Snapshots of our life and snapshots of their lives. We give and pay homage to all the greats that made us smile over the years. Hall of Famers, champions of the utmost. You got Whitey Ford, and then the final one that was introduced was the great Lawrence Peter Yogi Berra. Old Timers Day at the stadium, and now it's time for baseball, as Hyundai presents the Sunday game of the week. It's the New York Yankees against the Chicago White Sox in the final game of a 4-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees Baseball, along with Paul O'Neill, fresh off his Old Timers Day appearance. I'm Michael Kay. Yankees yesterday, they got the first game in this series after losing the first two. They win 4-0 over the White Sox, and once again with the Yankees in this ballpark, they like to hit home runs, and the lefties love to hit home runs.
Well, Joe Girardi says this is what they are. They are a home run hitting club. Curtis Granderson, 2 days in a row, first inning, gets the Yankees off to a great start. Good to see him. Dwayne Wise, who's had some spot starts, has really done a great job. Couple home runs in this homestand. And again, Robbie Cano, it's like you see this every single day. Again, the Bombers came out yesterday. There was enough run power.
Robinson Cano had an unbelievable June. Today's the first day of July, and let's look at today's New York Lottery pitching matchup. Gavin Floyd will go for the White Sox, 6-7, 4.80. Phil Hughes for the Yankees, 8-6, with a 4.48. Last time out against the Indians, Paul, Phil Hughes was dealing.
He's done well. I mean, he's on a roll, and he needs to be on a roll. Everybody knows about the injuries to the pitching in the Yankees. I think he's gotten away from his cutter. It's made his fastball better, and then he's using his curveball as a strikeout pitch. Last time out, 8 innings pitched, no earned runs. If the Yankees continue to get that for him, a big, big boost for their pitching staff.
Gets ahead in the count. That breaking ball was really sharp against the Indians. Well, we talked about the home runs, and Curtis Granderson, wow, he has become a legitimate home run hitter. Especially in this series, he has 2. We'll talk about that when we come back next. Run-wise for the Yankees has been Curtis Granderson, Paul.
Well, good things. I mean, when he does things well at the plate, he hits a lot of home runs. And the big thing, you see this off a left-hander first inning. And I'll tell you what, this is what the Yankees need. Run power, and the home runs have done it all year. Next day, bam, off a righty. Curtis Granderson is a true home run hitter.
Jake Peavy said the Yankee left-handed hitters do the right thing. They're just trying to pull the ball. Curtis Granderson's swing was made for this ballpark. Look what he's done this season. He's hitting .245, 23 homers, 46 runs batted in, slugging percentage of .510. This series, though, 4 for 11, the 2 home runs that Paul talked about, and a .364 batting average. Well, we've got baseball for you here in the Bronx on a hot, steamy Sunday afternoon. Yankees and the White Sox lineups. First pitch, baseball coming up next on Yes. In part by Honda. Celebrate the summer with great deals at Honda's 4th of July sales event. By J&R Music and Computer World. And by the professionals at your Tri-State GMC dealer. Why just go when you can go pro? All right, we're ready for baseball here at Yankee Stadium. Phil Hughes is taking his warm-ups. And we'll take a look at the White Sox starting lineup put together by manager Robin Ventura. White Sox 42 and 36. Leadoff Alejandro De Aza, their center fielder. Kevin Youkilis at third, bat second. The number 3 hitter, DH Adam Dunn. Paul Konerkos at first, he'll bat fourth. Batting fifth, playing right field, Alex Rios. A.J. Przinsky will catch, he'll bat sixth. Batting seventh and playing left field, Diane Viciedo. Alexei Ramirez, a shortstop, will hit eighth, and batting ninth and playing second base is Gordon Beckham. So the Yankees would like a split of this 4-game set. They need a win today, so that means that they would have gone 5-2 on this homestand. They swept the Indians. They lost the first 2 against the White Sox. They won 4-0 yesterday. And now here we are today with a chance to split and have a very, very good homestand at 5-2. So Phil Hughes against Gavin Floyd, and we are ready to roll.
Alejandro De Aza has had a good series offensively. Great swing. Home runs, trying to steal. He's been caught stealing twice, so he's going to shut that part of his game down.
De Aza, Hughes, let's do it here in the Bronx. Pitches outside, and we are underway. Paul, you all showered off? You're clean, ready?
Yeah, I feel much better than I did 20 minutes ago out in right field.
And the 1-0. Count 2-0. Here are the numbers on Phil Hughes. This is his 16th start, 8-6, 4.48, 91 hits, 86 in the third innings, 21 walks is good, 81 strikeouts. Line drive and a base hit down the right field line. Swisher will play it in the corner. De Aza's going for 2. Here's the throw. And De Aza's in there with a double. All right, let's take a look now at the McDonald's Pitchers Scouting Report on Phil Hughes.
Well, Michael, it's your last day. Don't stop believing. Over the last 10 starts, is 7-2. Before that, he was 1-4. Can't touch us. 4 career starts for the White Sox. He's 2-0. And working for a living. Throws a ton of pitches. 5th most in Major League Baseball with over 17 pitches an inning. You got these. These are easy.
I can't touch this is MC Hammer.
Gotcha.
Working for a living is Springsteen.
No. But did he have one there?
Yeah, working for a living.
That's Huey Lewis in the news.
Yeah, you know I'm wrong. And don't stop believing this journey.
All right, 2 for 3. Off to a good start. Hey, I was 0 for 1 today, man. You're much better than I am at this point.
Count 0-1 to Youkilis. Youkilis, after coming over from the Red Sox, got off to a hot start, but he has cooled down in this series. He's 5 for his last 22. The 0-1. 1-1.
Youkilis is going to be so much of an influence on the way, at bats should be taken here with the White Sox. And I talked to Robin Ventura a little bit about it, and he's so happy to have him here. came into this series hot and actually came out of the first game sick. So
that's a base hit to left field. Diaza will round third. They were sending him home. Here's the throw from Wise, and Diaza is safe. And moving to second on the throw is Youkilis, and the White Sox jump out to a 1-0 lead.
Well, I tell you one thing, off the bat, I didn't think Dwayne Wise even had a shot. He overthrew the cutoff man and allowed. You see, you know, his momentum's going towards the stand as a lefty. That's tough. And I'll tell you what, that throw, he might not even have got the plate.
I don't think he touched the plate.
Just see this one. See, it's over the cutoff man, but you know, he did beat the tag. Let's see where that foot was.
No, he didn't touch the plate. If they tagged him now, he'd be out. He still has not touched the plate.
Should we call timeout and send him over to the dugout?
You want to shout down from here? Adam Dunn grounds one to first. And Teixeira touches up. Moving to third is Youkilis. Take a look at the Yankee defense, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. In the outfield, it's Wise, Granderson, and Swisher left to right. Infield, Chavez, Jeter, Cano, and Teixeira third to first. Martin behind the plate. Phil Hughes on the mound. You know what's interesting, Paul? Once Eric Cooper signaled safe, that means he thought he touched the plate.
Right. You know, the
now,
funny thing
if he thought he missed the plate, he cannot make any sign
exactly
at all.
right, and the catcher can read that. And early in the game like this, there's no marks around the home plate. I mean, it's just freshly groomed, and there's probably spike marks right in front of the plate where he stepped.
All right, infield is in with a runner on third, and the pitch to Konerko is a strike.
You know, right out in here, I mean, when he scored there, I mean, that's a big call right there. That's a run.
I mean, he's looking right at it. You wonder how he could have seen that he touched the plate when he didn't. It counts. It's 1-0 White Sox. The 0-1. Nice play by Jeter. Keeps the runner at third and makes the out at first. Captain with a nice play with the infield in.
Early in the game, a lot of managers won't do this. You know, make them beat you. Great play by Jeter. Youkilis doesn't have great speed, but with the infield in, you're going to watch the ball go through. On yes mode, this is going to be a good play, Mike. Take my word for it.
Derek just got elected to the All-Star team as a starter, along with his double play partner Robinson Cano, and Curtis Granderson also got in. So 3 Yankees will start for the AL in KC. Rios rips one to left field. It is a base hit in front of Wise. Scoring is Youkilis, and the White Sox jump out to a 2-0 lead.
A lot of times a pitcher, you know, won't throw their best curveball early in the count. You kind of get me over curveball. Rios looks like he came out looking for it. Last time out, Phil Hughes really established his fastball early, but this curveball. Wonder how the hitter walks right out of the dugout looking for a curveball. Piece of hitting.
Here's A.J. Przinsky. First to throw over. Przinsky had yesterday off. Tyler Flowers behind the plate.
Talk about Przinsky Friday night. Started the fireworks. He had a 2 home run game.
White Sox won that game 14-7. They won on Thursday night 4-3 with 3 runs in the 9th inning, the big home run by Viciedo, and yesterday the Yankees won 4-0. Przinsky was the first White Sox player to hit 2 home runs in a game against the Yankees since Andrew Jones did it as a member of the White Sox in May of 2010. Trying to go yard right there, count 0-2.
What a different perspective being back up here, Michael, from being down there early in the game. Big out here for Phil Hughes.
Foul back. Now, did it bring back good memories to be out there, or did you realize, you know what, now I know why I'm retired?
Yeah, there are simple reminders. You look around, and I think I yelled at you down there how big it looks in the outfield, and you know how you can't get the balls like you used to be able to. But this stadium is much different when you're on the field than the old one. It's higher, bigger. Bernie and I were kind of talking about it, saying on the line, it's a different look on the field than the old stadium.
The 0-2. Did he go around? Yes, he did. To Jeff Kellogg at third. That'll do it. But the White Sox scored 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Brzezinski goes down on strikes, and the Yankees are coming to bat. Game report in terms of the weather, and Paul was nice enough to do this for us during Old Timers Day. Listen up.
I can do that Bigelow tea for you right now. That's hot. Huh? How's that?
Here are the actual numbers to prove that you were right, Paul. 95, 33% humidity, 15 miles per hour, sunny, and as you said, hot.
You know what? I'm always here to help you, Michael. I just gave you a little pregame scouting report.
Total pro. Total pro. Let's take a look at the Yankees starting lineup presented by Lexus. Starting it off, the captain, the shortstop, the starter for the American League at shortstop in the All-Star game, Derek Jeter. Curtis Granderson will start for the All-Star game in center. He'll bat second. Mark Teixeira's at first, hitting third. Robinson Cano, the starting second baseman, will bat fourth. Batting fifth and playing right field, Nick Swisher. Raul Ibanez, the DH, will bat sixth. Batting seventh, playing third base, Eric Chavez. Russell Martin will catch, he'll bat eighth. And Dwayne Wise is in left field, and he'll bat ninth. All right, so the Yankees are down 2-0 before they even take a swing, and Gavin Floyd will be on the mound for the White Sox. And Jeter hits one up the middle, a base hit past a diving Beckham. So Jeter came into that bat at an even 300, so now he pushes the average over that magic mark. Let's take a look at the marks on Gavin Floyd. 15 starts, 6 and 7, 4.80, less than a hit per inning, 24 walks, 85 strikeouts, 256 opponents batting average against. Let's take a look now at the McDonald's pitcher scouting report.
Michael, I got you for a 1 for 3 here, I think. Day tripper. Since 2008, he's 24 and 16 in daytime starts. Wild thing. He leads all of baseball with 9 hit batters this season. This is your tough one, Michael. Big City Blues. And he's 2-2 with a 5.9 ERA when he comes in New York against the Yankees.
All right, day tripper is the Beatles.
I gave you one.
Wild thing, I think, is the Trogs. Is that the Trogs?
Man, you come through the two. If you get this one, I might just send you out of the booth. So.
Base hit to right field. And the Yankees have runners on the corners without and out. I'm going to try the last one. It's going to be a gamble. I'm just going to try to pull this one out of the air. I don't know if it's true.
You're cheating.
No, I don't know if it's. I don't know if I'm right. Steppenwolf.
Nope. I'm going to give you another song we sang just to see how long it takes. Mandy.
Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow, of course.
Well, wait, what was that one? What was the name of that last one?
Big City Blues.
Oh. You take it.
Jody would help you with that.
You take his most obscure song and you expect me to get it?
You've seen him in concert numerous
Yes, I
times.
have. Not numerous times. Jody likes Barry Manilow. So does my sister. Here's Mark Teixeira, first and third, nobody out, bottom of the first inning. Yankees down 2-0.
Gavin Floyd's one of those guys, kind of like Kuroda, that has to get ahead in the count, has a big breaking ball, but in order to use it effectively, you got to pitch ahead. Hughes gives up a couple runs in the first inning, and all of a sudden the Yankees are on the bases trying to score. Trying to get right back in this thing.
Pitch is high, 2-1. Gavin Floyd and Mark Teixeira kind of joined in the 2001 draft. Gavin Floyd was picked with the 4th pick by the Phillies, and Teixeira was nabbed with the 5th pick by the Rangers. Two-one. 3-1.
Gavin Floyd also kind of, he was involved with in a trade with Freddie Garcia, and so a couple names and faces here. They don't really know each other, but they're kind of related here.
Here's Freddie. He's going to start tomorrow against Tampa Bay. 3-1 is not made. The old Jeff Nelson. Three-one pitch, and the bases are loaded for Cano. Let's check out the White Sox defense, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. Viciedo, De Aza, and Rios left to right in the outfield. Infield, Youkilis, Ramirez, Beckham, and Konerko. That's third to first. Trzynski's behind the plate. Gavin Floyd is on the mound. That is a look from the press box behind home plate. And they are going to be paying attention to this one, as this is a big spot in the game early. Bottom of the first inning, bases loaded, nobody out. And Robinson Cano, one of the hottest hitters in the game, is at the plate. Cano has a 7-game hitting streak. He has 6 hits in his last 11 at-bats. He had 11 home runs in the month of June. Did not want to see June end. But today is July 1st.
Not a bad way to start July, coming up in the first inning. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Took something off that pitch, count 0-1. Hit .340 in June. We told you about the 11 homers and 21 ribbies in 27 games. Yankees have the bases loaded. Nobody out. There have been only 9 pitches thrown.
So that last pitch, Gavin Floyd needs to use that, especially against the Yankee lefties. The slider he uses for the inside part of the plate. Doesn't really have a good enough fastball to continually go in there, so he'll use that breaking ball on the hands. There's that good curveball. See, this ball's got kind of hooks around the outside corner. A big pause. Let's see if it finally does hit the corner. Got to give him that one.
Hard to complain about that one. And the 0-2 stays alive.
Again, another curveball, and this is where Gavin Floyd can be good. When he gets ahead in the count, he can use that curveball. He can get it in the dirt. He can go outside and try to bring it back and get the call. So all of a sudden, this at bat, you come up with bases loaded, nobody out, in a very aggressive mode as a hitter. But as the count deepens, and then all of a sudden you're 0-2, all of a sudden you're at bat. What you want to try to accomplish is change. Now you're just looking to get the ball to the outfield, at least get one run in.
The 0-2. Right back to Floyd. He's going to come home for one. On to first, a 1-2-3 double play. That is not what he wanted to do, as the runners move to second and third.
Well, now he's given himself a situation where he's been in a ton of big jam with one of the better hitters in baseball, and he pitched him well. He threw him in, he threw him out, and then he went for all breaking balls. He got that double play ball, and he has opportunity to get out of this first inning.
What a pick-me-up that would be for Floyd, but standing in the way of that is Nick Swisher. Second and third, 2 outs now for the Yankees. Bottom of the first. White Sox scored 2 in the top of the inning against Phil Hughes. Swisher and Granderson are tied for the team lead with 46 runs batted in. There's a strike. A view from upstairs.
You ever walk around here, Michael, and get just the views of the different. It's amazing how, you know, out in the outfield or behind the plate, how different the field looks from different perspectives.
This seat's a pretty good one, though.
Not bad. I'll tell you what's even better. I was see where Derek Jeter's sitting right now in the dugout. I sat down on that bench for a while. That's a good view.
I don't like the sound of that. So after Allie goes to college, you're going to become a coach full time? You like that view?
I didn't say that.
All right, because we don't want to lose you up here. The 2-1. 2-2. He's really pitching.
Yeah, he went back to that slider, starting him off with a fastball in this count inside, and then went back to the slider in the same location as a hitter. Just takes a little bit off.
2 outs and runners in scoring position. A .333 hitter, 5 for his last 7, and that's the spot he's in right now. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Gavin Floyd, bases loaded, nobody out, and the Yankees do not get a run. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. We go to the second inning. Viciedo will lead off. Guest in the booth, and let's take a look at his resume before we introduce him, so you know exactly what he's done. 16 big league seasons, 5-time All-Star, won the batting title in 1998, has 4 Gold Gloves on his mantle and 4 World Series rings on his hand, and he won the 1996 American League Championship Series MVP award. I think we gave it away when it said Bernie Williams resume, so Viciedo takes inside. There he is. There's Bernie Williams sporting his New York Knicks hat. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
When you see that resume, that's a pretty good career.
Yeah, I had a great time. I think, you know, a lot of the stuff that's not written there, it's just the great times that I had, you know, with my teammate and this guy out here to my left. Yeah, a lot of great times, man. Good memories.
Now, I don't want to make Paul feel badly, but of all the old timers, I think you got the biggest hand. Wouldn't you agree, Paul?
I don't know. How can I tell? I had you yelling in my ear the whole time. I couldn't hear anything. Couldn't hit, couldn't do anything. The only thing I could do was give you the big little
weather report.
Yeah.
It was great. You know, I was here last year, and this year it's always great to, you know, be here and just hear the fans and you know, expressing all their love for me. And I have nothing but great things to say about the fans in New York.
Memories are great, aren't they, Bernie? Because you can't wreck them. They can't take them away from you.
They cannot take them away from you.
It's not like having a good game and then tomorrow you got to come out and do it again. Those memories are there. They don't take them away from you.
Absolutely.
I was a little disappointed when we took the field today. I figured I'd be throwing and having a little catch with Bernie out there. Bernie was on the other team.
Swing and a miss as Viciedo down on strikes. Bernie, we're going to let you illustrate your own base hit today.
Oh, there you go. That was trying to not to roll over it. You know, I had two. Oh, there you go. I lose my hat there.
It's not from running to a. Oh, no, that's it. Ouch. Look at all this stuff I got hanging on me. Earplugs and everything. I had Michael K in my ear. You think you could hit with Michael? Couldn't get him out of my head.
No. I think that's probably double the effort right there.
Bernie, how many voices do you think he's had in his head before he had any earpiece?
Oh, man.
You know, Paul was saying that, you know, you're out there. That one is grounded foul, and it looks so much bigger. So you were out in center field. Does it look bigger because you've been away for a while? And it's his new ballpark, too. You never played here.
It looks a little bit bigger. I think. I never got a chance to play here. But, you know, going out there in center field and running back and forth is like, it just seems a little longer.
Yeah, it does.
Now, have you officially retired yet, or are you still eligible to come back?
No, I haven't officially retired. I think when I finally announce it, people are just going to laugh at me.
Bernie, what are you waiting for?
I figure I'll do it by, you know, when I turn 60, my 60th birthday, I'm just going to officially announce my retirement.
You're like Satchel Paige or something?
Popped up. Long run for Swisher. He cannot get there. Now, I asked Paul this question the other day. If you came up and you had to get some hits, what could you do? What'd you say, Paul? In 20 at-bats, you could probably get one?
I said, if you give me 20 at-bats, I bet I could get a hit. But after today, I might retract that.
How about you, Bernie? Going in cold, big league game.
I felt pretty good.
Really?
I felt pretty good for a couple of innings. I think I got maybe half a good at-bat.
So you're a closer now.
Yeah, I'm a closer. I might come back as a knuckleball.
You know what? It's working for R.A. Dickey, right? Did you have a good knuckleball? I know Wade Boggs did.
No, it was terrible.
The 1-2 is outside, 2-2.
I couldn't even throw when I was playing.
When I used to get really mad after at bats, I'd throw Bernie knuckleballs once in a while in the outfield.
Yeah. Yankees trail 2-0, top of the second inning. We're here with Bernie Williams in the booth. The 2-2 to Ramirez. Outside now, Paul says that when you guys played together, he would tell you to get everything you can get. Did he move much out there, Mike?
Yeah, he was moving a lot, you know, between his practicing his swing.
Hey, if I was having a bad day, I told him to get more, you know, and they did a little work out there.
Ramirez walks.
He said, you have center and you have right center as well.
Now, I think, Bernie, that last year, Tino put a lot of pressure on every single old-timer from now on because he hit one out. Were you trying to hit one out?
I was trying to go deep every swing that I took. But, yeah, I told him as we were in the clubhouse and said, well, you're lucky you got it out of the way. The first year, you got it out of the way. You got your first home run in Old Timers Day. So I'm going to be gunning for that every year.
Here's Gordon Beckham. You know, people forget in the old yard, I think Reggie hit one out when he was like 55 years old. So
yeah. Well, we got a ways to go then, Bernie.
Yeah.
Just to keep it going.
You got a long way to go.
No, O'Neill doesn't have that long to go to 55.
Oh, that is cold.
Bernie, tell me some music stuff. What's going on?
I'm playing a lot, actually. I'm going to be playing in West Hampton, New York. 14th of July, and then the Rich Hill Mall in Yonkers on the 16th. Playing a lot, playing with a couple different bands, and having a great time.
That's quite a jump right there, folks.
Stolen base for Ramirez.
Every once in a while, as a base runner, you think you time the pitcher, and you go, and he doesn't step off, and that's what happened right here.
So you're going to be playing on the mean streets of West Hampton, huh?
Mean streets of West Hampton. Rocking it out.
You a Pink Floyd fan, Bernie?
Yeah, I like listening to it.
We're coming next week, right, Michael?
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Beckham down on strikes. I've always heard this said about you. God gives greatness to people for maybe one thing in their life. Some people get it. And you actually had it blessed upon you for two different things in life. You're not just a good guitar player, you're great, and you were a great baseball player. Do you ever wonder, how did I get so fortunate?
I do, many times. I was just blessed. I had a great set of parents that really never put any pressure on me.
Popped up. Chavez is fighting the sun, and he puts it away.
That's great.
Bernie, it's always great seeing you, man.
Thank you.
It really
Thank
is.
you. Awesome.
You look great out there. And you got reunited with O'Neill, and look, you have that beautiful swing still there from the right side. Go the other way, single, and another memory. Old Timers Day.
I don't have a glove. Hey, Mo, your uniform's in the locker for a reason, bro.
I know, bro.
You old, too.
Huh?
You better watch out that maple. That stuff explodes. How am I looking? Ooh, you catching?
Yeah.
Man, if you're catching, if I get on, I'm running it straight to third. Only problem is I can't steal first. Yeah. Come on, Noxie. Charlie, you got good BP, man. Uh-oh, I got that one, though. That's it. That's all I got. My last BP. Gino, I went deep.
Did you?
Yeah.
Baby, you got that new bat.
All right, Bernie, I can still hit a homer. I feel good.
Now, you were trying to go yard in that BP.
Oh, absolutely.
You sound like you're having fun.
I was having fun. Then I made an out, and the fun's all over with.
I heard a little grunt there on that first swing.
I was trying, believe me. There was nothing graceful about those swings at this point.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-0 White Sox. Raul Ibanez will lead off, and Gavin Floyd deals. So Bernie Williams leaves us, and now we get a Hall of Famer in the booth, the great Rich Goose Gossage. What's up, Goose?
Hey, good, Michael. Not much, buddy. Same old, same old.
Same old, same old. What did this day mean to you? I know you always have a smile on your face when you're here for Old Timers Day. What does it mean, Goose?
Well, when I played here, the 6 years that I played, Old Timers Day was my favorite day. Sharing a locker with one of those greats, and I told him the only bad thing about Old Timers Day was there was never any beer in the clubhouse for us after the game, you know.
Ibanez wraps one down the right field line. It's a base hit. It goes into the corner. Rios plays it out there, comes up firing, and Ibanez thinks better of it and heads back to first. A good throw by Rios there, Paul.
Yeah, good job for him. He gets a good carom off the wall, and that's the big thing. You get to the wall as quick as you can, and if you get a good carom, then you've got a shot, because right field is so short in Yankee Stadium. Ball inner half, rips it down the line. Sometimes you hit him too hard. You see that carom right back to him. Good decision by Ibanez.
Now, I don't think I missed it, Goose. You didn't play today, did you?
No, I tore my rotator cuff last December or in November, and I had surgery the 20th of December, and I did it lifting my golf clubs into my truck. So I said I can't pitch 22 years and not experience rotator cuff surgery. See what these guys are going through.
So you threw 100 miles an hour. Your rotator cuff was fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's the rehab going?
It's good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can golf. That's all I care about.
Chavez takes outside. Obviously, you come here every year for Old Timers Day. Who are you looking forward to seeing again?
Just everybody. You know, it's a great reunion, and the fans, you know, it's been a great day here for many years. And, you know, the Yankees have such a rich tradition of great players. And, you know, that was when I put the uniform on. Man, it was like an out-of-body experience, and so much pressure to fill those great shoes. And there's so many greats before you. And, wow. And I grew up a Yankee fan out in Colorado. So it was you know, it was a wonderful experience here.
There's some highlights of Goose Gossage, and I found out last week we were at an event together. I never knew this, but you can tell our viewers, how'd you get the name Goose? Everybody thinks because of Gossage, but it has nothing to do with that.
I had a roommate my first year with the Chicago White Sox, 1972, and he said,
Runner goes, and he's in there with a strong base.
He invited me to share an apartment with him. I did that for about a week. He says, you know what, you need a nickname. He called me Goss. He did that for about a week, and he said, I don't like Goss. He says, you know what, you look like a goose. And I went, how'd you come up with that? And he said, it's how you take your sign. You stick your neck way out, looking in for the sign, and it stuck. So, you know, it was a nice nickname. I never knew whether they were booing me or cheering me. So.
And that's on the plaque, right? Rich Goose Gossage in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So a stolen base, and Chavez hits one deep to right. Rios back on the track at the wall. See ya! Home run for Eric Chavez. The Yankees have tied the game at 2. Chavez with his 6th home run of the year. Let's take a look.
Well, as a left-handed hitter in Yankee Stadium, you see that slider just sit there. Great pitch for a lefty just to kind of serve out into the bleachers. I'll tell you what, Goose, you'll see the ball on hot days in this new Yankee Stadium really seems to carry. You thought the old place would carry.
Yeah, no, I've watched enough games here already to see like you said, the hot days just jumps out of here. That was just seemed like a little BP pop-up, you know.
Flick of the bat. Boy, if you hit it on the barrel, good things happen.
Yeah.
Russell Martin with a fly ball to center, and he's retired. But I don't know if you guys saw the comments yesterday issued to Jake Peavy. He said they're not doing anything but trying to hit home runs to left. He said the only guy who's trying to hit is Cano. He'll take it the other way. Everybody else is sitting on top of the plate and trying to jack it out. So he didn't seem like he liked the ballpark.
Well, you know, in the old one, I certainly gave up my share of bombs in that place and upper deck shots, and but this seems to really be a great hitter's park, Paul.
Dwayne Wise takes outside. Best hitter you ever faced?
George Brett. Yeah.
Toughest also for you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The greatest hitter I ever faced by far. I think he'll go down as one of the greatest hitters of all time. And, you know, I got to face a lot of great hitters on their way out when I was a young kid, and Aaron and Frank Robinson and Al Kaline, these kinds of guys. But George, in his prime and my prime, he was the best. And, boy, he hit a couple shots heard around the world off of me. The Pine Tar home run, and then also the 81 home run in the 1980 playoffs.
Right.
Hit an upper deck home run that was the last nail kind of in our coffin that year.
All right, so that's negative stuff. Best Yankee memory for you?
Probably the biggest game was the '78 playoff game when we beat the Red Sox in that playoff game up in Fenway and beat them 5-4, and it was just the biggest game that I ever. So many great memories in the old ballpark. You know, this is kind of different here because I really don't have a connection here, but so many great things happened to us in winning a world championship and at the other ballpark, and you know, and Yankee Stadium is just the hallowed grounds. It just speaks for itself, all the great things that have happened in that park.
Goose, it seems like Yastrzemski's ball still did not come down. How long was that up there in that '78 series?
A long time, like a couple days it seemed like. But you know, it was a big out, and then we went on. It seemed like the you know, the playoffs after that and the World Series were like a spring training game. That's how intense that one game was.
I remember Ron Guidry's told me stories that he started that playoff game and he was sleeping under Gene Monahan's trainer's table and didn't want anybody to bother him. And George Steinbrenner came in and, "Where's Ron?" And nobody would tell him.
Right.
Because he wanted to give him a pep talk.
Oh, well, he could give you a pep talk, too.
He ever give you a pep talk?
Oh, my God. Not directly, but he stood in front of my locker and wore the carpet out and gave us all a lecture, but it was all geared at me. So he was, you know, you hated to see him coming, and now you miss seeing him coming. He's the greatest owner I think the game has ever seen, and you know, he has kept the Yankees the Yankees. I'm not so sure that someone else had bought the Yankees would have kept them the way he saw that value.
And he was a big part of the tradition too. He loved the tradition, brought the players back.
No question, Paul.
Wise pops that one up. Rios is there for the second out. Here's the hand that Goose Gossage got, coming out to the crowd. That still feel good?
You get chills, you know, and being out there with all those guys and teammates, and it's just a great day. And I think the fans really love it because so many fans, you know, connect with different generations of players and different generations of fans, and that's what makes the Yankee tradition so great. Are the fans too that go with the great players.
Here's Derek Jeter, and that one is skied out to right field. Rios on the track makes the play up against the wall. Goose, it's always great to see you,
Hey,
man.
Michael, you too.
Be
buddy.
well.
Pleasure, bud.
Rehab that
Polly.
rotator cuff so you can put a pitch next year. Yankees tied the game on the 2-run home run by Chavez. We're going to go to the third. Yankees annual fan favorites do you enjoy the most? Here are your choices. Is it the 4th of July? Is it the All-Star Game? Or is it Old Timers Day? You can text your vote to 42951, and standard text messaging rates apply. I think Yankee fans would say Old Timers Day because it's always here.
It can't be the 4th of July because you can't do fireworks here, right?
Right. And the Yankees will be in St. Pete this 4th of July.
In the
the
dome.
reason you can't do fireworks, people always wonder, because you're in a residential neighborhood.
Yeah.
You can't do fireworks here. The 1-0. There's a strike. Lincoln scoreboard, it's 2-2. You got a feeling that's not the last home run we're going to see today.
Ball with it carrying, you know, it seemed it's really changed since the Old Timers game. During BP, the ball
wasn't carrying at all.
Just wanted to point that out.
And they weren't throwing as hard, so let's give some credit. 2-2 as we go to the third. Youkilis, Dunn, and Konerko. Ground ball is short. Jeter's there. One away.
About you, Michael, but you know, you hear, you know, how, you know, the Central isn't a strong division, and you know, we saw the Indians come in and they're still in it, and then the White Sox are, you know, getting the lead here, and I've been impressed with them this series. They're a pretty good team, and you know, they've got some big arms in the bullpen. They've got 3 or 4 guys that give them a chance to win as starting pitching. And I think they have enough offense, enough guys that can run, and enough guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. Speaking of one, right here, and Adam Dunn.
No, they're much better than I thought they'd be too, Paul. And they've been impressive in this series. They do the little things. They play good defense. They've got good pitching. They've got power arms out of the bullpen. They hit home runs.
I don't know if you noticed, but the old art of taking infield. They still take infield first time in, first day in. And I tell you what, if I was a manager, I still would do that.
Why?
Well, I just good curveball there, and see Dunn strike out. I think it's very important, especially for the outfielders, to make plays and make throws to the bases. And you watch Phil Hughes here, and he gets ahead. Good curveball, just freezes Adam Dunn.
Why do you think they stop? Just because players would rather rest?
Players want to get inside and you know, look at video and this and that. But you know, the art of coming up and throwing a guy out at the plate or making a throw to right field. I mean, you might not have that throw for weeks at a time, and if you don't practice it, you know, you kind of lose accuracy. And I just think it's a good idea.
Konerko dunks a single into center field. Hitting the road, take the Yankees with you this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Yankees out-of-market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit Yankees.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere.
You know, it's funny you say that because I just got a text from a number I've never even seen before, and it's a guy listening down in Buenos Aires. So, you know, I guess you can pick up Yankee games anywhere.
Guy texted you that?
Yeah, unbelievable. Oh, no, I know who he is.
Oh, you know? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I haven't heard from him in years, but pretty cool.
Fouled away.
So we better work on our Spanish to send it down there.
See?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Why don't we just give out your cell phone number so everybody can call?
Yeah. We're gonna go with the Twitter here pretty soon.
That's right, everybody. We finally convinced him he's going to go to Twitter, and it could happen today. The 1-1. That one's driven out deep to left center field. Dwayne Wise on the run, still going back. That ball is going to be off the wall. Konerko is at third. Are they going to wave him home? No, they'll hold him right there. Jeter throws behind, and Konerko gets back. So a double for Rios.
Again, Michael, you say it just looks like a hitter's day. That curveball, again, Rios back-to-back at bats where he hits his curveball, but it didn't have sharp break. It kind of hung out over the plate. A lot of times pitchers, you know, first time up, he hit a curveball first pitch. He gave him another one. Rios has been on both. And pretty a good break for the Yankees with 2 outs. The ball hits the top of the wall. The foot or two, you know, it's a 2-run homer. Now, as a pitcher, you still got an opportunity to get an out here and get out of this inning without giving up a run.
Brzezinski fouls one away. Two silhouettes in the shade. Foul back.
Sounds like a book you're working on.
Or songs.
Had a good week this week. I thought I was actually going to get glitchy with music. You did well.
See, but I don't know if you think I did well or you have so little respect for me you thought I'd go over.
Yeah, I didn't think you were over 500, well over 500.
The Trogs got you, didn't it?
Yeah, he caught that out from nowhere.
Nice block there by Russell Martin. Count 1 and 2. Viciedo is on deck. That one is looped to the left side. Chavez is right there. He'll put it away, and Hughes works out of trouble. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. Who's coming up in the bottom of the third? Granderson, Teixeira, and Cano.
Now that you can watch live Yes Network Yankee games on your PCs or laptops with Optimum Online, get the remaining season of live Yankee games on the go for just $39.99. If you're an Optimum Online customer who watches Yes on IOTV, go to YesNetwork.com to get more information and subscribe now.
All right, we go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-2, and Curtis Granderson takes a strike from Gavin Floyd.
This is it, Michael. We've officially launched.
I am so excited.
I don't understand really what it means, but I'm going to be part of this before the game's over.
Lincoln scoreboard. It's 2-2. Here it is, everybody. You've been asking me for months on Twitter. We have finally convinced him to do it. Paul O'Neill today, about an hour ago, joined the Twitter universe, everybody. You've been wanting to talk to him. You've been wanting to tell exactly what his deal is. Well, now you can go to @PaulO'Neill, @PaulO'Neill, yes. And Paul O'Neill is officially on Twitter. And there's no apostrophe in the...
and there's 2 L's, too.
There's 2 L's.
Right? It's going to be kind of neat. I'm a little excited.
I want to see how many followers you get by the end of the game.
I mean, what's a lot? 500?
Well,
100?
Charlie Sheen has 7.2 million.
Yeah, but that's Charlie Sheen. He did center stage with two.
I have 50,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot,
Huh?
but it's taken me a while.
Come on, folks. Don't let me look bad.
Tweet Paul O'Neill. Now, if he's going to answer or not, that I can't speak to, but you can tweet him.
Do I have to promise answers?
No. You'll
Okay.
get thousands. You know, there's no way you can answer everybody. You can occasionally answer people, but at least they'll know what you're thinking.
Look forward to it.
Grounded to you first, and Floyd is covering.
Drawing? That doesn't count as tweeting.
Now, I got a tweet from a Larry P42 who said, can we get a side-by-side pic of O'Neill playing today and one from playing days and one from today? I'm not convinced he's aged a day since retiring.
Really?
That's what he said.
Did he watch my swing? Huh?
You do look the same.
I appreciate that, but high definition will it'll show some weaknesses.
It'll get us all. 2-2 game, bottom of the third. Yankees looking to split this 4-game set with the White Sox. And pitch outside to Teixeira. You know, Teixeira and Floyd actually went to the same high school, Mount St. Joseph, and they were picked back-to-back in the draft. That's a good high school team.
Where is it?
It's in Maryland.
Maryland?
That's a pretty cool thing. Two kids on the same high school team.
It
Get
happened
picked
a
in the
lot.
top 5.
Down in Tampa, it happened a lot. Floyd Yeomans, Dwight Gooden, Gary Sheffield, they all came from that area in Tino, and then a lot of them went to that same high school.
Fred McGriff, Tony La Russa, Lou Piniella.
Yeah, we had Lou up here in the booth. He'd be able to tell us all of them.
Here's a 3-0. Lays it right in there for a strike. The 3-1. I've got an update, Paul.
Yeah. Now, how can you update my tweet?
No. My computer expert, Piers Filippelli, is cluing me in. In less than 15 seconds, you have 3,000 followers.
That's nice.
If you pass me by the end of this day, I will be chapped.
Really?
If you get 50,000, I'm going to be red hot.
Is there a way I can do that? Because I'd love to see your reactions. This is nice. What's that thing called there?
That's the at?
No, the thing there we plop on the screen.
Handle. That's your Twitter handle. Or the thing. Pitches inside the Cano. You think you'll pass Charlie Sheen at 7.2 million?
No, I don't like my chances. No. Charlie's pretty worldwide. He's a television star.
And we'll have the Charlie Sheen center stage next Friday after the Yankee Red Sox game.
But didn't you mention my name to Charlie Sheen?
Oh, yes.
Somehow I can send him a tweet now?
Yes, at Charlie Sheen.
And he might answer me?
He might answer you.
That'd be cool. Now I am getting excited.
My good buddy Buster Only of ESPN just sent out to his hundreds of thousand followers Paul O'Neill's on Twitter, so now you need to get more people.
I like it.
The 2-0. Foul back. Big at bat for Cano in the first inning. Bases loaded, nobody out, and Floyd really pitched to Cano and got him to bounce into a 1-2-3 double play.
Yeah, he did. He started him off with like a cutter, a slider in on his hands, got ahead of him 0-2, and then went to nothing but curveballs. Big double play. Obviously, Robbie's swinging the bat as well as anybody in baseball.
Three and one. 3-2's kind of got him a little off balance.
Yeah, Robbie Cano's hasn't had a lot of success off Floyd. I mean, he's 3 for 19, which is 157. And you see, this is the only thing when Robbie ever struggles. He leaves the zone. He gets out. He swings at balls. Sometimes you just do not pick up pitchers well. This might be one of those guys that Robbie just does not see the ball well.
Runner goes. That one's drilled deep to right field. There it goes. See ya! A 2-run home run for Cano. And the Yankees lead 4-2. His 20th home run of the year.
I'll tell you what, Michael, you might see balls go farther this year, but you're not going to see too many balls hit any harder than that ball right there. That was a line drive that ended up going off the Modell sign out there. You see, Robbie's kind of pumped. This is a guy that has given him problems, but he finally caught up to a fastball, left it right over the plate, and that is an absolute whistle. That had a little different sound than that one I had.
A little bit. What a shot. Runner was going, and then the ball was going.
That's a line drive. There's no arc to that anything. That's absolutely hit right on the barrel, perfect. Again, sometimes you're just better off not saying anything. Just a perfect swing, and you're going to see that ball is caught right in the middle of the barrel. At that point, right when he makes contact, he knows it's going.
Paul, did you ever find out why he never got the delivery of the Cool Pop?
You know
yesterday?
what? They thought about it, and they're limited edition, and they were for the players only. Limited players only. Yeah. You know, you got to win games. They win games. Flavor Pop down on the
Did
bench.
you get a Flavor Pop during Old Timers Day?
You know, I don't know if they were available or not. I was awful busy. Remember, I had some guy in my ear all day. Backdoor slider there.
A couple of minutes in, Paul, you have 9,800 followers on Twitter.
It's kind of fun. It's
You
like
got 20% of what I had.
it's like a slot machine. This is awesome.
Imagine if there was a way that we could monetize it. The 2-2. 3-2. Twelve home runs since June 1st. He had 8 in the first 2 months of the season.
Well, if you were worried that June was going to not follow you into July, I guess he put that to an end. Huh?
There's a base hit to right field for Swisher. Also, with that home run, Cano extends his hitting streak to 8 straight, so Steve Donahue has no chance to cool him off. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees.
People having fun out of the sun when you head up to the concession stands.
Ibanez 5 for 9 with 3 home runs lifetime against Floyd. That one's driven to right field. Rios is there, and he'll put it away, stepping on the warning track for the second out.
And right on that pitch. Good pitch to hit. Got open. Just didn't elevate it enough.
Now Przinsky will go out and talk with Floyd.
See, pitchers don't forget. Eric Chavez got a hold of a slider that he kind of hung out. Now he's going to try to bust him in, get away from the breaking ball.
Pair of 2-run home runs have given the Yankees a 4-2 lead. And in the first inning, when they had the bases loaded, nobody out, they didn't score, but they have certainly made up for it in the next 2 innings. Chavez had one of those 2-run home runs. That one gets away from Przinsky and allows Swisher to move to second. That scored a wild pitch.
It's kind of overthrown, and again, Przinsky just went out there to try to figure out how he wants to pitch to Eric Chavez.
Strike to Chavez, count 2-1. Chavez done a very good job spelling A-Rod at third base. He's outstanding defensively. And with the home run in the second, he has 6 homers and 15 ribbies, hitting .271. Talking to Joe Girardi the other day, he said it's really important when you have guys on the bench that accept their role. He said you want good players, but if somebody thinks they should be starting, they're not going to be doing as good a job on the bench as they should.
Yeah, and they're always carrying a chip on their shoulder, you know, moping around because they feel like they should be in the lineup, and it does make a big difference when you got guys that are happy in their roles.
I think that was a problem with the Yankees in the 80s. What they did was they collected stars, and they didn't have enough position for them to play, so you had unhappy people on the bench that weren't productive bench players. But now you've got a guy like Jason Nix. He knows exactly what his job is. You've got a guy like Eric Chavez. He knows what his job is. Dwayne Wise, the same deal. Chris Stewart, guys that know what they should do and they're prepared to do it. Those are important bench players. 3-2. Fouled away. We talked about Dwayne Wise, who made that catch that saved Mark Burley's perfect game. Ironically enough, the home plate umpire, Eric Cooper, today was the home plate umpire in that game. And Chavez works a walk.
And Floyd just, you know, he gave up a home run to Chavez early in the game, and he didn't look comfortable in that whole bet. Looked like he was trying to just figure out a way to get him instead of going right at him.
Now he'll face Russell Martin. Russell flied out to center in the second. He is 0 for his last 16. He has really struggled offensively. 188. He's had his moments where he gets onto a little streak and then falls back. This is not the year he thought he was going to have. There's a strike. I asked Joe Girardi about Martin's back. He said, you know what? It's going to be an issue from now on. He's going to have to learn to work with it. He's going to have to know how to prepare and be vigilant about stretching and stuff like that. He said sometimes that's just the offshoot of catching. So Martin occasionally has lower back pain that flares up. And if you've ever had back pain, I can't imagine anything worse than swinging a bat.
Well, the catching position is taxing too. Just day in and day out of getting beat up and squatting down. And you know, a lot of people watch games, but players really respect what catchers go through. I can remember watching Posada walk through the clubhouse with just, you know, big ball marks and bruises all over. It beats you up throughout the year.
1-1. 2-1. This is going to be the 35th pitch of the inning. He's at 70 right now, and we're in the third inning. 3-1 to Russell.
Floyd's last start against the Yankees, 2.1 innings with 9 hits and 10 earned runs. So, you know, that's probably still on his mind. He just looks like he's pitching defensive. He's not attacking people, and you know, it's hot, and all of a sudden you spend a lot of pitches pitching this way, and you don't have much left.
Now it's 3-2.
This is a guy that usually throws a lot of strikes, and you see it's not taking a long time. I think Robin Ventura sees the same thing. Hector Santiago, I mean, we've seen some power arms come out of that bullpen for the White Sox.
Runners go. And Martin fouled it off to stay alive.
And, you know, if you're a manager, Michael, and you're sitting down there, you understand if there's a base open, a guy just hit a home run. But, you know, you talked about Russell Martin and what he's, you know, his struggles offensively. As a pitcher, you have to know that. You got to go right after guys that, you know, that are struggling. Put him in a 3-2 count, and, you know, it makes him a much better hitter in this situation.
Chopped over the middle. Ramirez throws to first, and that will do it. But the Yankees take the lead. They scored 2 runs on 2 hits. And the big hit, a 2-run home run by Robinson Cano, his 20th of the year as we go to the 4th. Yankees up 4-2. Don Larson's perfect game was Game 5 of the 1956 World Series against the Dodgers. Woods Dodger pitched a complete game that same day. He later pitched for the Yankees, is the hint. So you pitch a complete game in the World Series and you lose to a perfect game. That's tough. Viciedo takes outside from Hughes, who now has a 4-2 lead.
I'm
I'm not even going to guess out on that one today. You know that?
You know what? I got to think about it, but I think I know it.
Yeah. You're not going to Tampa this week, huh?
No.
A little mini vacation?
Yeah. From the radio, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We've talked about summer and stuff like you see the Benjamin Moore scoreboard there, 4-2 Yankees, top of the fourth. Is what do they call it, the terrace or whatever? Is it open at your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You going to stop by today? Have some dessert up there?
You usually invite me on days like this. You know I'm flying out tonight, so I'm done. Next time in town?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely. You know, Jody was asking yesterday, how come Paul didn't invite us to dinner? I said, I don't know.
No, that's false. We did invite you to dinner. There were 2 seats at 42 that just went nowhere.
Yeah.
They brought dessert, and I just watched it melt in your seat. Nobody ate it.
Here's Ramirez. We did see Ted, like I promised.
Oh, yeah. How was it?
It was very good.
Yeah.
Very funny.
It's amazing how you see those animated, or not animated, but, you know, something that, I mean, by the time you left there, Ted was probably, like, alive and well to you, right?
Absolutely.
Like a real person.
Absolutely.
I like it.
It was good stuff. The 1-1. Nice play by Chavez. He could still play the position. 2 away.
We talked about it before in day games. As an infielder, you pick it up late sometimes. Eric Chavez just so smooth over there at third base. Lee Mazzilli in the Old Timers game picked one, but I don't know if it was hit quite this hard. Today's one of those days that, you know, that what has happened recently does not affect the outcome of this game, because Phil Hughes, one of your starters, you know, again, you talk about CC Sabathia being down, Andy Pettit being gone. Tomorrow you're back in that situation where something has changed. You know, you got Freddie Garcia taking the mound, but today, you know, Phil Hughes has been in a hot streak. You want to go out, try to win this game. Obviously, this is a tough week coming up for the Yankees. You got Tampa Bay, and you got 4 games in Boston in 3 days.
Oh, it's huge if you think about it. Even Girardi, who doesn't say things like that, he said this is a really, really big week coming up. I mean, you're playing your division rivals, and they'll both be there at the end. And you want to make a statement, and you come in a little bit short, but you can't cry about it. Swing and a miss. Beckham down on strikes. 2 strikeouts for Phil Hughes as he retires the White Sox in order. Get some water in you. Hydrate today and stay with us as the Yankees lead 4-2. Smokers Quit Line quiz. Don Larson's perfect game was Game 5 of the 1956 World Series against the Dodgers. Which Dodger pitched a complete game that same day? And hint, he later pitched for the Yankees. Let's see. The Barber. Sal Magley.
Told me both. Sal Magley.
You know why they call him the Barber? It's the close shave people.
Oh. Old time baseball.
Oh, yeah. The Benjamin Moore scoreboard. The Yankees are painting a 4-2 masterpiece as the bottom of the fourth starts. The 0-1. They get the electricity back in the old Ohio homestead?
Some of it. We were very lucky. Our street's back on, so we don't have to find another place to go on the way home today. 97 degrees with no AC. I don't know if I can put up with that. You?
It'd be tough.
Oh, you were cool and calm and collective down there on the field in your suit today.
Yeah, it felt great. I wrung out my shirt, have a nice full cup of sweat. That's good if you're having a barbecue right now watching. Chopped over the mound, going to be a tough play. Beckham field. Bare hands fires. Got him. Good play by Gordon Beckham. Stay up to date on everything Yankees by subscribing to Yankees Magazine for just $49.99. You'll receive 8 issues featuring exclusive stories, facts, action photos, and stats. Subscribe now and get a complimentary 8x10-inch aerial photo featuring the old Yankee Stadium and the current stadium. To subscribe to Yankees Magazine or to purchase other Yankees publications, call 800-GO-YANKS or log on to Yankees.com. Here's Derek Jeter. First inning, he got a single. Have you missed it? Derek was voted the starting shortstop for the American League in the All-Star game. Cano also is a starter, as is Curtis Granderson.
Three deserving guys from the Yankees. A lot of times, guys get out there because they're New York Yankees, and these guys are having good years. I mean, they deserve to be in the All-Star game.
Josh Hamilton of the Rangers shattered the all-time record for most votes for a player. He got 11,073,744 votes. The previous mark was set last year by Jose Bautista, just over 7 million. And those are the starters for the American League.
See Floyd up to 94 this inning, so he's kind of upped his fastball a little bit.
Punched out toward short on one hop, Ramirez. And a nice scoop there by Konerko for the second out.
Sometimes as a hitter, you wait too long to get to that breaking ball, and you kind of jam yourself. That's what Derek did there. And the problem is, even when you get jammed, you see him wait. You can't get out of the box quick enough. But you end up on your back foot. No way of beating it out. Good play by Konerko.
Pitch to Granderson is a strike. Curtis with a single in the first and grounded to first in the third. One and one. 4-2 Yankees lead, bottom of the fourth inning.
Recently, it looks like the Yankees, and we talked about it yesterday, 3 home runs in a game and you win 4-0. I mean, isn't that the label, the Bronx Bomber? In the old days, that's how they won. I don't know why it becomes such a concern now if they're able to continue. Does that bother you that they hit so many home runs?
It doesn't bother me they hit home runs, but it's a concern, I think, in the postseason.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that you hit as many home runs in the postseason. So they've got to be able to get hits with runners on base, not just jack it out. I think that's why everybody's a little worried. When they don't hit a home run, they're 1-13, Paul. So that's a concern because you're facing the best pitchers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And with a home run, 46-17. But I think the home run hitting will definitely get them into the playoffs.
But, I mean, you can look at it the other way, too. I mean, you're nickeling and diming. You're forcing every run. You don't have the ability to drive the ball out of the ballpark. How are you going to score enough runs? How are you going to hit a big home run when you get into the playoffs? So, you need a balance. You can't have it all one way.
I like the fact they hit home runs, but I would like to see them hit better than 220 with runners.
Yeah, I mean, that's, to me, something that can be improved on, because you can't tell me that guys like Jeter and Robbie and guys like that aren't going to have a better second half at doing that.
And a walk to Granderson.
See, fourth inning, 89 pitches. Lloyd just, it's one of those days where he's struggling. He's going to have to battle. Robin Ventura being as patient as he can.
Ventura was telling me yesterday, Paul, he said, first 4 days of spring training, he didn't know what he was supposed to do. He felt odd. He felt completely out of it. He said, after the fourth day, it's been natural. It's been fun. He said, I've really enjoyed it. He said, but for 4 days, where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to do?
Still, I was watching the first day of batting practice. Still goes out, throws to the first group. There's a story behind that. If you're going to throw to the first group, you got to get your media in and out of the way, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to miss BP.
That's right.
Always thinking, these managers.
That's a good thought. Good to see Bob Lorenz in the booth. He's getting ready to do his update.
Chomping at the bit back there. Can't wait to grab one of these microphones.
Whenever they let him out of the studio, he's very happy.
Right. Bob, I got some places you can eat around here you're absolutely going to love.
The 0-1.
Oh.
Just missed it. Popped up. Shallow right. Rios is there. He'll put it away, and that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left. There's Bob Lorenz preparing furiously for the upcoming update. Stay around. We go to the fifth. Yankees up 4-2.
Today, the Phillies sending veteran Jim Thome to the Orioles for a pair of single-A players. Thome in his 22nd season was out for about a month with a lower back strain, but the O's think he could be healthy and productive as their everyday DH. He's batting fifth in their lineup today in a game against the Indians. So far, Thome in that one, 0 for 3. I'm going to get it back to Paul and Michael. Michael, can you believe at Paul O'Neill, yes, is blowing up the Twitter machine?
I do believe it. I don't even think he realizes how immensely popular he is, Bob.
No, it has nothing to do with it. People just like to go up and...
People like what?
Like to do these things.
They don't like to do these things for me and Bob. I mean,
you got more than I got.
Not for long. You're already at like 10,000. 10,000 followers.
Sick.
You're not following anybody. He's not following you, Michael, by the way. Not following me.
I know one thing. I'm not following him to the next road trip.
Now, what about this food? You tell me you got all sorts of good food to eat, and all you got is a leftover piece of pizza crust.
Yeah, that's not looking real good. But we got better things to come here, Bob. Don't worry about it. We'll send out here pretty soon.
It's good to see you in person, Bob.
Thanks. It's always good to be here.
I mean, I like seeing you, in 3 dimensions.
It's good to get out of the cage once in a while.
We thought we wanted to go one of those stand-ups.
Yeah, I'm like one of those fat heads. Just stick on the wall.
I know the feeling. We'll see you in the 7th inning, Bob. Diaza pops one up. Shallow right center. Granderson gets an angle from the sun there and puts it away for the first out. You know what's impressive about Phil Hughes, and it shows you his growth, Paul? First inning, he gives up 2 runs. And in the past, I think he could have gotten away from him, and he's settled down, has not allowed anything since.
Yeah, I agree. And I think what it is last game out, 8 innings, no earned runs, immediately had a great fastball. Today, he came out in that first inning and really didn't have a go-to pitch immediately. And he gave up a couple runs, but he's searching and searching to find out what he's going to use.
Euclid pops it up. Teixeira will make the play for the second out.
I really thought we saw that in Kuroda. And, he didn't have his good split finger. And, he just went to the fastball slider, had a much better fastball. And that's the key to pitching. Some days you have this, and some days you have that. And I think as you become a veteran pitcher, you learn to figure out what you need. I mean, not everybody's like Goose Gossage, who was up here earlier in the game and can throw the ball by people day in and day out. You have to figure out how to get outs when you don't have your good stuff.
So far, so good. 4-2, top of the 5th. That was a great shot. I think that was out from over the Mohegan Sun Sports Bar in dead center field. Dunn hits one sharply to Teixeira.
He's done.
He's done. But we're not. 1-2-3 inning. Look at the beautiful Sunday Bronx sky on a hot, humid Sunday afternoon. The Yankees 4-2 lead.
Part 5 for the official truck of the New York Yankees. Go further. Oh.
You know what? I think the next step, Paul, I don't know if you're ready for it, but I'm willing to do it. You've gotten onto Twitter now. You hit a ball out in BP during the All-Timers Day.
Yeah.
You're reading the billboards, like we call them. I think you got to do an inning of play-by-play soon.
I'm going to work on that. I got a little. Yeah, you know what I'll do?
What?
I'll practice. I'll turn the volume off the TV the next game I watch at home and just do it.
And you know what? You got to come up with your own home run call. Don't you see it?
See, it doesn't work?
No, it would be stealing. So you have to come up with your own.
This is a big month for me. I got a lot of games.
Do you really?
Yeah, absolutely. After the wedding, we got to go back to work.
You got to pay for it. And the beautiful thing is when you learn to become proficient at play-by-play, then I'm totally useless here. You don't even
Will that ever happen?
That I could be useless here?
Oh, then I become proficient? Is that the word you threw at me? Proficient?
I think you'd be good.
Yeah?
You'd be good
Don't
at
ask me how to spell it, all right? I've already done it. I've already done a home run call, matter of fact.
It was in this series.
Thinking about Robbie.
And it was with Canoa.
Yeah.
There's another one. I think that was it.
There wasn't much emphasis behind that, though.
It was very chill, but that could be your thing. What do you think about Tomei going to the Orioles?
I like it.
That could help, right?
Absolutely. Good home run park in Camden Yards. Good veteran hitter.
He's out. Look at, and the mom has the ice bag on the bat. See that's what it's all about. In the cocoon.
Like a little binky, that thing is in his mouth. The funniest thing was when we had little babies, you'd go in and try to inch that thing out of their mouth when they're asleep.
No way.
It's like pulling a cork out. It's hilarious.
Another base
Pull
hit.
it up the middle.
For those that just joined us, Paul O'Neill has joined Twitter. His handle is Paul O'Neill Yes, no apostrophe. Paul O'Neill Yes. And the last update I got, I think he's at 14,000.
I like that. That just goes where to show you. Last time I heard about a handle, it was a CB radio back in the early 70s, huh?
That's right, good buddy.
Yeah. That just doesn't come off your lips good. I'll tell you that right now.
Here's Nick Swisher. Check this out, Paul. On the last hit up the middle, watch Gavin Floyd's hat.
Yeah, he put his rally cap on, didn't he want to? Wow. I tell you joke about that, but you have absolutely no time as a pitcher to really react. The ball hit that hard up the middle.
Now, you probably don't remember this in some of our younger viewers, but if you ever watched the Bowery Boys, his hat looked like either Hunt's Hall or Leo Gorcey, one of those two. You ever watch the Bowery Boys?
No, that went by me. You lost me, I know that. Was that like a New York show, or was it
I thought it was all around the country. It was about New York kids, though.
Oh, okay.
Layson Septimo, he was on the mound a couple days ago, really threw hard. First big league appearance. This will be the 100th pitch for Gavin Floyd. Swisher's 1 for 2 today. One thing about Nick Swisher, I don't know if you noticed it, Paul. As the day wore on, some of the Yankees present day players came into the dugout as it wore on, but he got here early, he got dressed, and he's in the dugout, and he's talking to all the old timers. This is like his favorite day because his dad was a big league ball player and he appreciates the history, and he says, I just love this day. This is my favorite.
Yeah, it was just funny because I was joking around. I had a bat and I wasn't hitting anything, and then I picked up one of his. They had one of his bats out there, and that was the first home run I hit.
See, there's magic there.
Pumped about that.
Did he know you did that?
Yeah, I told him. Brought a smile.
And what he said, bro.
Oh, and something in that line, yeah. But you're right. He was in the dugout, very personable. And, you know, Old Timers Day sometimes can be a hard day for the everyday player because, you know, you're in a schedule. And in the old days, you know, the players would dress in the locker room with you, and they, you know, they wanted this and wanted that. And, you know, you got to remember you're trying to get ready for a game. And, you know, you don't want to put your guard down to the point where, you know, an hour later you're going to be out there trying to compete and win another game.
Swisher swings and misses for strike 3. And that'll bring up Raul Ibanez.
See you over there squirting your O2 there, fan. Those were big in the dugout today. Debbie Timon had a whole bucket of them. A great little thing.
It's really good.
O2 cool.
O2 cool.
Nice.
Hammered foul. This was a Swish walking up and down the dugout, talking to all the old timers.
It's your voice in the background.
Yeah.
Too.
That's the next step for you after you do the play-by-play.
I get to announce the old time.
Yeah. Diana Munson and Kay Mercer and Jill Martin. I always told Bobby that he was out over his skis with Kay.
A lot of us are.
Yeah, yes we are. Kay's just a great lady. Fouled straight back here. And it's that sort of day. Now, how'd they get the ice in the Wonder Bread bag? I don't think they sell those in the concessions here. Strike 3. Ibanez down looking.
Ibanez didn't like this call. A lot of times the umpire can't get a good look because you see Przinski. He's got to stand up. Thought he was going to second base.
Look at Eric Cooper. His pants are soaked through. It's a long day for a home plate umpire with all the equipment underneath his shirt. That one is driven out to right field. It's going to be over the head of Alex Rios. Cano is rounded third, and they're going to hold him right there as Chavez picks up a single. Well, Mark Hale of the New York Post is reporting that the Yankees have acquired pitcher Chad Qualls from the Philadelphia Phillies as they try to bolster some of their pitching with the injuries. Loss to of Sabathia and Pettit, and the trade is for either cash considerations or a player to be named later.
Philadelphia is kind of opened the doors over there.
Now, do you think that they're cashing in though? I mean, how could they give up? They haven't even gotten Ryan Howard back yet. They just got back Chase Utley, and then they get rid of Tomey, Not that Qualls is that important for them, but you wonder, are they becoming sellers? I can't believe they'd give up. Right back to Floyd. So Martin's struggles continue as the Yankees strand 2. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. We're going to go to the 6th inning. Yankees are leading this one 4-2 right here on Yes.
To text poll, once again the question: which of the annual fan favorites do you enjoy the most? This is going to be a landslide, Michael.
I think so,
and here's
too.
how you voted. Look at that, 69% Old Timers Day.
Because Old Timers Day is always here. The other ones, Yankees are on the road this 4th of July, the All-Star game. Very rarely is it in your home ballpark. Yankees lead 4-2 as we go to the 6th. Paul Konerko takes outside. If you just joined us, the Yankees have acquired Chad Qualls, who actually started the year as the primary setup guy for the Phillies for Jonathan Papelbon. But the Philly bullpen has really been struggling. So they had designated him for assignment, and the Yankees decided to make the trade. It's his 9th big league season for Qualls. This year, 1-1, 4.60 ERA in 35 games, 31 1/3 innings pitched, 9 walks, and 19 strikeouts. High pop-up.
I don't think Curtis Granderson saw that ball at all.
No, he didn't, because you see where Nick Swisher made the catch, almost in center field.
You know, the thing about that as a right fielder, you know, sure, can you get there? Yes, but are you in a habit of running over there? And you see Granderson get a late break, it just doesn't pick it up. The important thing is Swisher's, you see him come over yelling, I got it, I got it. He knew Granderson was in trouble. Every once in a while, you got to help one of your teammates.
There's a strike to Rios. Hughes is in good shape pitch count wise. 70 pitches here in the 6th, 1 out into the 6th. Popped up, shallow center, long run for Cano, and he'll make the call in the catch.
I don't think Granderson saw that one either. He got a late break on that. You see Robbie Cano. Day games can be tough. Sometimes you lose it, and you see Robbie hand up, I got it, I got it.
Maybe because we see them every day, Paul, and you see this on Yesmo. I don't know if there's a double play combination that goes back on fly balls better than Jeter and Cano.
No. No, it's definitely one of Derek's best plays. And Robbie, I mean, it just what doesn't he do defensively? We know what he does at the plate. All around great player.
Brzezinski pulls one foul. Ken Singleton chiming in on Twitter. Look out, Paul O'Neill on Twitter.
See that? Thanks, Sing.
Foul back. Kenny will be in Tampa tomorrow with John Flowery and Lou Piniella. So Lou got an early start. That's why he's not with us this afternoon. He'll head back home. Big 3-game set. Yankees against the Rays. Tomorrow it's Freddie Garcia against Matt Moore. Tuesday, Ivan Nova against James Shields. Wednesday, David Phelps against David Price. Grounded into right field for base hit.
Brzezinski might have broke that bat halfway down the line. He finally got rid of it. Paul was already rolling into right field. Yeah, got off the end of the bat a little bit. Kind of looks like died a hero. Base hit. Oh, it got in on him a little bit.
How many bats did you break a year? I mean, not in anger, just at the plate.
I would say you would go through 3 dozen maybe. And you know, you would try to get a couple bats you could use for batting practice. Batting practice and game bats different. You know, you would never use your game bats in batting practice because the wood, if you hit them wrong, would start to splinter. And you know, if you got a good gamer, you would keep that in your locker and under lock and key. Nothing worse being in a great groove with a great bat and you break it. You know, and it's just you got to start all over to get that bat right back where you want it.
The 0-2, and he strikes out Viciedo on 3 straight fastballs. No runs a hit, no errors, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dwayne Wise will lead off, chilling in right field. Brought to you in part by Benjamin Moore. Visit BenjaminMoore.com/promo for $5 off a gallon of Benjamin Moore paints and stains by Dodge. Go to Dodge.com and check out our powerful lineup and buy the new summer barbecue menu at Burger King. Let's have a barbecue today.
I barbecue, Michael.
You barbecue a lot.
Oh, yeah, back in Cincy.
Do you do it, though?
Yeah, absolutely. Love it.
Not Neville?
Is there a better day? You get up, you work out, you play a round of golf, you come home, and you barbecue for dinner. It's a good day.
Yep. That is a good day.
A little grilled chicken, a little fish.
Good for you.
Tweet. Why I'm grilling?
That's just a bit outside by Gavin Floyd.
Once in a while, on a hot day like that, you just lose your grip and the ball completely slips out of your hand.
A couple of people yesterday, while I was out, asked me this, so I can ask you on the air. What do you do in a workout? Do you work out like an animal? Do you go 4 or 5 hours a day?
Say no. I lift for an hour and lift weights like I used to, but now the kids come home for summer and they've got this insane workout called CrossFit where you just lift these weights and you never stop. I had to stop it. I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I started just losing weight. I'm like, guys, I can't do this anymore. It just, they get a big kick out of it, but it's. Yeah, I'm not much for more than give me an hour. That's enough.
And no aerobic stuff, just lifting weights.
Well, that CrossFit, it is aerobic because you never stop.
Okay.
So you can knock out 2 things. The treadmill, I can't do it. My wife sits on that treadmill all day. Just
you get bored
with Dink. You watch my wife and the dog walking on the treadmill. It doesn't do it for me.
Pitch outside, 2-2. Dink, by the way, is Paul's dog, and he uses the treadmill, so the whole family's in great shape.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to get the cold shoulder. Dink had to spend the week in the kennel. Wait till we get home. Huh?
Pitch outside, 3-2. It'll be Wise, Jeter, and Granderson here in the bottom of the 6th. 4-2 Yankees lead.
Look at that. Just grab what you want there.
Walk to Wise. We'll take a look at tomorrow's starting pitchers, brought to you by Verizon Fios. Introducing Verizon Fios Quantum Speed, internet twice as fast as anything America's ever seen. Freddie Garcia is in the rotation, and they need him to step up and be what he was last year. 2-2, 6.39. Matt Moore, 4-5, 4.19. Our coverage will begin at 6:30 p.m. on Yes. Game time right around 7:10. And yes, I will be watching.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jody, does she enjoy watching Yankee games with you?
Well, usually I'm doing them.
Right.
She's come to some games with me. She enjoys it.
Baseball fan?
She is now. $117 pitches, and they're letting Floyd stay out there. It's still 4-2. So the White Sox very much in the game, but usually you don't see a team leave a pitcher out there this long and in this kind of weather when you're trailing. But Robin Ventura, very honest, earlier he said, I really depend a lot on Don Cooper, the pitching coach. We go back and forth. He'll give me some takes, and ultimately it's my decision. But Cooper does hold a lot of sway. He's a very respected pitching coach. Jeter shows bunt, takes outside. Speaking of pitching coaches, good to see Mel Stoudemire look great on Old Timers Day.
Yeah, there's some guys that you see that just bring back good memories, and Mel was a big part of that pitching coach, during that nice run in the '90s, and he was fun. Just throw batting practice, and good times.
Now, I've known the man, by the way, since 1996, and today was the first day that Joe Torre ever gave me a compliment.
Really?
Yeah.
You and Joe are tight now.
Oh, unbelievable.
Skip looks good. He just came from like a vacation over in Cairns or something. He looked like he was well rested and great.
But you know what the compliment was? What? He walked by and said, "You, my friend, are Gandhi." And I said, why am I Gandhi? He goes, to sit between Piniella and O'Neill and not lose your mind for 3 days. He goes, you are a much nicer person than I thought. You are Gandhi.
Well, we got through 3 days, right?
What was he telling you there? Do you remember?
Oh, that was right before you get announced. Yeah, get out there. That's right. Get out of the way. It's hot out there.
And here is Joe Torre being introduced. Got a nice hand.
Joe Torre.
He seems like he's very content, very happy.
Yeah.
The job in the commissioner's office. It's all around, Paul. I just got a text from my wife. OMG, that's oh my God in Twitterverse.
I know that one.
OMG, Paul on Twitter. 3 exclamation points.
See that?
So you got another follower.
My daughter throws me all these little things. The other night, she texted me something. I said something on there, and she texted me S.
MH. Shake my head.
Shaking my head.
Runner was going. Oh, nice play there by Ramirez. He doesn't get the force at second, but he makes the play on Jeter as Wise moves to second base.
This kind of worries me because the Twitter thing and this doesn't worry me. This is a nice play. Ramirez, and we talked defensively how good he is and how important the middle infielders are to the White Sox. But, you know, is the English language getting butchered so much that it's going to be gone over these years.
You know, you're right. You're absolutely right. Because now it's almost accepted the way you spell things in 140 characters. People just do it. So that's going to do it for Gavin Floyd. He threw 122 pitches. So Robin Ventura will go to the bullpen, bring in a lefty to face Granderson with a runner on second. Yankees up by 2. June. Then on Yankees on Deck, presented by Blimpie, Nick Swisher takes some lucky kids from the Boys and Girls Clubs to the Florida Aquarium. It's all later today. After the postgame, it's only on Yes. Well, Robin Ventura makes the call to the bullpen. Brought to you by AT&T. And we've seen this young man earlier in the series. He could throw hard. Layson Septimo. And he will face Granderson. First pitch is grounded to second. Beckham 2 away as Wise moves to third.
Septimo, he came in the other night for his major league debut, right?
Yep.
It's an inning, and that's what happens when you do a good job. You get another opportunity. And now Robert Ventura's got him in a 4-2 game. A little different situation, but you see a lot of zeros on that resume there. I mean, the other day he was kind of a hard thrower, mid-90s, 93 to 95. Had a breaking ball.
Popped up off the bat of Teixeira. Konerko will make the play, and that'll do it. That's a pretty good relief job. 2 pitches and 2 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left. We're going to go to the 7th. Alexei Ramirez will start it off. Out of the game. They have words out on the mound, Przinsky and Gavin Floyd. Robin Ventura kind of steps between them. Now waiting for the inning to end, Gavin Floyd is there. Przinsky's coming off the field. And walks right by him. And they're in first place, Paul.
Yeah, that's something's going on there, no doubt about it. You know what? You're not out of first place, last place, 162 games. Some things are going to come up once in a while. That's just the way it is.
Popped up by Ramirez. Jeter's there. All right, this is time for the Mazda pitch profile, and I'm going to handle this, Paul, since you're doing the reads and everything.
Yeah.
This is Paul O'Neill's at bat during the Old Timers game.
This is tired, man. What about like the BP swings or something? Ow!
Do I really have to say anything?
That was good. That was good.
Was that the crack of the bat or the crack of your back?
It was the crack of my hand. That hurt. I hit it off the end of the bat. I mean, hot or cold, that still hurts.
Cadillac scoreboard 4-2, Yankees lead. Beckham slams one to left center field. Wise back, still back, still back. On the track, he'll make the play for the second out. Now, before the game, in batting practice, here's O'Neill.
Now, let me give you this. Look at this. Stay in there, front shoulder in. Bam, extension.
I got
yes.
that one, though.
And it wasn't a wall scraper. It's about 10 rows
That's all I
back.
got. My last BP.
Tino told me, I've never seen a guy take more BP swings in an Old Timers game.
You know, some of these guys hit before they get here. I haven't picked up a bat in 10 years. I wanted to get a couple hacks in. What do you know? You know?
Paul was serious, too, because I was trying to get cool right near Yankee clubhouse, and before the ceremony, I said, Bernie's taking BP and Paul is actually doing stretches.
What did I tell you? I said I want to get through to this without hurting something because I got to play golf tomorrow.
That's right.
Huh? Got to stay limber, Michael.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
And as Paul said, there's nothing better getting up, working out, golf, and barbecue. That's a good day.
That's right.
That's a good day.
I'm taking my little O2 cooler home with me. I was getting my golf bag.
Boy, you got to like the way Phil uses pitch, Paul. He's
Yeah,
got
you know
86 pitches, 2 outs in the 7th.
Completely different pitcher than he was against the Cleveland Indians, where he just had a great fastball and he was putting away people with a curveball. Today, he kind of had to search a little bit. I think he's just pitched his way into this game. Good curveball there.
1-2-3 inning as Diaz strikes out. Phil used 7 innings, and he's leading 4-2. Good job by him, giving the bullpen a little bit of a blow as well. The end of 6.5 time for the 7th inning stretch. Yankees up 4-2. But on this Old Timers Day, we stay right here to honor America in the Bronx.
Silent prayer as we remember the servicemen and women who are serving our country at home and around the globe. Thank you. Now, join in Kate Smith's rendition of God Bless America.
Bouncing ball back up the middle into center field, base hit. Here comes Jackson to score. Prince Fielder with a 2-out RBI.
Joe Madden was second guessing himself.
Tigers and Rays top of the 6th. Prince Fielder with a base hit up the middle. That will score Austin Jackson and extend the Tigers lead to 5-3. They're now in the bottom half of the 7th. A 2-for-3 day for Prince Fielder. Hey, by the way, Jack Meredith and I, Michael, will see you on the post game. I forgot to ask you earlier. Yeah. Remember all that game prep that Paul did, leaving the Old Timers game early for this game?
Yep.
Is he applying it at all?
It has paid off. It's manifested itself in prime fashion.
Good stuff. Really came to play today, huh, Paul?
Thanks, Bob. That's right. I'm glad you noticed. You got to get out of the studio once in a while to notice these things.
Either you come visit, or in the meantime, I'll just follow you on Twitter, right?
Yeah,
You'll
exactly.
be tweeting 100 times a day, right?
At least.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob, and we will hear from Bob and Jack and Meredith on the post-game show. By the way, a good day for the Fielders because Cecil Fielder got a hit during the Old Timers Day, and Prince Fielder has 2 today against the Tampa Bay Rays. Robinson Cano against Layson Septimo. 2 more hits for Cano today, a home run and a single.
Sometimes you should get, a couple runs for that ball hit that hard. I mean, he absolutely, that ball, you just marvel at it because it was a line drive, and you don't see balls go that far from a line drive.
See 4-2 on the Cadillac scoreboard. You said in his previous at bat before he got the single, Paul, maybe it was before the home run, that sometimes he gets himself out because he expands the zone. And I was thinking that his strength could sometimes turn into his weakness because he's such a good hitter and could put any ball into play that sometimes he expands when he should.
And I tell you what, a good point to that, Michael, it is with runners in scoring position, because you see pitches out of the zone and you just try to do something with them to get runners in, and it's a really tough time to really narrow down the strike zone. So Timo's done a good job. I mean, he comes in, gets his major league debut in Yankee Stadium, gets a couple outs last inning, a couple this inning, got Robbie in a hole,
and he strikes him out. Now let's check out the game summary brought to you by your local Nissan dealer. Yankees lead 4-2. Youkilis and Rios RBI single each of them had in the first inning, and since then Phil Hughes has shut him down. Chavez a 2-run home run, Cano a 2-run home run for the Yankees scoring. Paul O'Neill was 0 for 1 with a ground out to first in the Old Timers Day game.
That ground out could have been a bullet, but I'm telling you one thing, folks, it was off the end of the bat. It was a horrible swing. So let's just get it out there.
I have nothing to do with somebody in the graphics department added that just to tweak you.
Hey, you know what? I came up here. I was head down, everything. I let the DS team down. What do you want me to do?
There's a strike to Nick Swisher.
You know what it was, Michael? We were going to take that jog. I was stiff. You didn't show up.
The 5K?
The 5K, yeah. You didn't get your relatives out so I could run around you in a circle.
Count 0-2. Swisher today 1 for 3, struck out twice, and in the middle of those 2 strikeouts he's single to right, and the 0-2. Strike 3.
Timo's been good. He's shown a breaking ball. He's shown a pretty good fastball. Big thing about young kids is when they get up here, will they throw the ball over the plate?
Ballpark looks great today. A crowd of 48,324, the 5th sellout of the year. Driven out to left field, fairly deep. Viciedo is there on the track. He'll make the play in the corner for the final out of a 1-2-3 7th inning as Septimo sets him down in order. Youkilis, Dunn, and Konerko coming up in the 8th.
network game another time around. If you missed any of the big hits and great plays, just watch the encore later every night or again the next morning at 9 o'clock. Brought to you by Verizon Fios.
All right, we go to the 8th inning. Phil Hughes still in there. It'll be Youkilis, Dunn, and Konerko. Youkilis is 1 for 3. Throughout this weekend, every time he gets up, a lot of boos. And you could say, well, those are Ukes. Well, not here, they're not. The Hyundai scoreboard, 4-2. Yankees lead. I do the game all over again, yeah. In the comfort of my living room.
Figure out what you did wrong.
Can you imagine if we had to do it again?
I'll tell you what, when you look at it, Phil, 4-2, 8th inning, Phil Hughes again. Last time out, 8 innings, this time pitching into the 8th. Joe Girardi and Larry Rothschild got to be very happy with what they're seeing in Phil Hughes, especially with where the Yankee pitching staff is.
After the game, after the post-game show, you can catch a new edition, premiere edition of WB Mason Presents the Joe Girardi Show. He talks about June, talks about the injuries to Sabathia and Pettit, and now the Yankees will have to pick up the slack. Good show, so listen in for that. The 2-2, 3-2. Last game and this one, as we head to the 8th, just 2 runs allowed in the last 15 innings pitched. High drive, left field, but a foul ball.
I have to tell you, I called you the other day after the game, and you answered your phone. You were in the middle of doing that Joe Girardi thing, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Pick up the phone. It's nice.
Well, we were in the middle of a segment, or just in a commercial, and I looked at it and I said, O'Neill. He goes, all right, pick it up. Popped up. Chavez makes the play. Boy, every pop-up is an adventure.
Left side of the field here, and we saw it yesterday. This high sky, a lot of sunshine out there. This one a lot easier. You see the angle. He didn't have to fight it off with his glove. Adam Dunn, one thing they have done this series so far, Adam Dunn, is keep him in the ballpark. I mean, we've talked about it. You've got 3 options. You either walk him, you strike him out, or he usually hits a home run. And so far, the first 2 options is what has happened.
There's a strike. We said that we would count, so Dunn did not strike out in the first game. Struck out twice on Friday. Struck out twice yesterday, so 4. Struck out once today, that's 5.
2 strikes now.
Count 2-2. I was surprised when Lou Piniella said he would definitely take a player like that on his team and put him in the 6th hole. He said, I wouldn't have him bat him 3rd, but I would have him as a number 6 spot. You know, you're going to get home runs, and that's what you look for in that spot.
I was talking to Robin Ventura, and he complimented him on, his home runs this year. So he hooked another one foul. Have been big home runs, and there is a difference. You have 20, 30 home runs, whatever. I mean, are they the ones that you hit in the 8th inning when you got a 5-run lead, or are they big home runs that tie a game or put you ahead? And he said that his reversal of the season from last year has really helped his team because he's hit big home runs.
101 pitches now for Phil Hughes. Dunn's 0 for 3 today. 71 strikes, 30 balls for Hughes. Line drive, caught by Teixeira.
You know, Michael, you do a game, I did 7 games there, and it's like every single day Teixeira does something defensively to help this team. And, you know, a lot of times they don't show up in the newspaper, but they save runs, they save extra pitches. Defensively, he's always at the right place at the right time. Really, really helps.
You just think if that ball gets by him, you probably go to the bullpen now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's Konerko against Hughes. 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Yankees up by 2, 4-2.
You know, Girardi had options here. You know, you've got the 8th inning. You know, you've got Euclid, you've got Dunn, you've got Konerko, the meat of their order. Felt very good about where Phil Hughes was in this game, and this is a big inning for him. Two 2-0.
Only team in Major League Baseball with 4 pitchers with 8 or more wins. No other Major League team has more than 2 pitchers. And Hughes is going for his 9th win today.
Well, he could be that guy, you know, he had that real good first half a few years ago. Could be that guy that had a real good second half this year. I mean, it just seems like things are really starting to turn around for him. He's starting to pitch a little more confident.
Fly ball right field. Swisher's there. And he faces the meat of the order, and he retires them 1, 2, 3. He's retired 7 in a row. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and Chavez will start it off. or vote online at yesnetwork.com. Today's candidates are number 1, Phil Hughes, number 2, Robinson Cano, number 3, Eric Chavez. Vote now, make your voice heard. Standard text messaging rates apply. And Chavez will lead off against Septimo, who has faced 5 Yankees and retired them all in order. Pitch outside, 1-0. Count 2-0.
Septimo, you see that he keeps his glove high and it kind of closes his shoulder. It'd be tough to pick up the baseball, and then he kind of drops out to the side and crossfires. So for a lefty, very hard to pick up. See, with that front shoulder just closed like that, you know, as a hitter, when you're looking out there, all of a sudden the ball isn't to the side, and you really don't pick it up well.
Hyundai scoreboard: 4-8-0 Yanks, 2-6-0 White Sox. Driven out to left center field. Viciedo is there, and he'll put it away for the first out of the 8th.
You start to think as a manager, I mean, Russell Martin, and you can talk about it all you want, that, you know, you need a defensive catcher, and he is the catcher, but, you know, you need to see some things from him offensively to really, you know, get him going where, you know, he's really into the game, and it's hard to go through things that he's going through. I mean, ask Adam Dunn what he went through last year. Just mentally, this game can really wear on you.
That one ate up Euclid. And Martin reaches. We'll see if they score that. That should be an E5. If it is, Martin 0 for 4 today.
He had hit the grass and just did something. It might have been a little divot from before.
And it scored an E5.
That's the part of the way you didn't see it. It almost looked like it came and went backwards on him after when it hit the grass, which didn't happen very often.
Wise fouls it away. Dwayne is 0 for 2 and walked today. And he is 7 for his last 13. Nice stretch for a guy coming off the bench. Soriano getting ready.
This is a really big homestand. It's really going to help him because of these, you know, 13, 15 at-bats that he got. I mean, guys like this coming off the bench. And the only reason he got that, he got the one spot start, and he had a big game. And then he had another big game. And so Joe Girardi's riding this, and, you know, he got some extra at-bats because he's had such a good homestand. And don't forget, he got a couple outs from the mound, too.
Yep. Ground ball to second. Let's see if they turn 2. There's one on the first. Not in time. And Robin Ventura will bring on the right-hander to face Jeter. It was that close to Septimo getting out of the inning.
Calls right. Wise got down in the box, gets down the line pretty good. Ramirez really winds up to get rid of that ball. Takes a little extra time. Definitely safe.
So Septimo, impressive in his 2 appearances here at the stadium this weekend. And now they will bring on the hard-throwing right-hander Nate Jones to face Derek Jeter with a runner on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Stay here. dealers. Visit VWDealer.com. By Raymore and Flanagan, furnishing your style with guaranteed delivery in 3 days or less. And by Acura Advance. Well, we've seen Nate Jones, and he throws hard. So Robin Ventura brings in the right-hander to get Derek Jeter. Those are the numbers on Jones. 36 strikeouts and 36 in the third innings. Runner on first base. That's Dwayne Wise. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. And if you're looking ahead to the 9th, Rios, Przinsky, and Viciedo against Soriano. I want to thank and give props to all of the people at Yes, the cameramen that are working in this extraordinary heat at the stadium. They've been here all day. They've done an unbelievable job. Thank you, guys. You're the best crew in the world anyway, but today certainly accentuates that, working under less than ideal conditions. A very long day for the guys.
Some good-looking outfits out there with the hats and the misters.
The yellow towels. And then there's Tad.
Tad, you got the bad, but you got to hold your camera.
Good job, guys. Thank you. The 0-1 fouled away. When Old Timers Day, the introduction was about to start, I looked down at that thermometer just down the right field line that they have. It was 120 degrees on the field.
Wow. Just thought it felt like that in your suit out there.
It felt a little more than that in the suit. There are certain days you should be wearing a suit. This was one of them. The 0-2. Check swing and fouled away. You wonder why Robin Ventura made the change. Well, Jeter coming into today, a 382 average against lefties, 269 against righties. So that's stark enough that you do make this move right here. And then you have the lefty up in case Granderson comes up. Count 1-2.
I don't know, you get this feeling, Michael, it's just become kind of a lazy summer day, and, you know, the game is kind of going on. But, you know, you look at it, 4-2. I mean, this game is far from over right here. You'd love to tack on a run, and you know that you got your closer coming in.
Swing and a miss, so Jones strikes out Jeter. Derek 1 for 4 today. For the Yankees, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. We're going to go to the 9th. Rafael Soriano will come in and try to close it out. postgame as Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry recap all the Old Timers Day festivities. And they will bring you highlights and analysis from today's series finale. Plus, Meredith Morakovitz gets the players' thoughts about the day. It's the WB Mesa postgame. It's only on, see that gentleman there? That's Pete Stendel.
Yeah.
And he's exhausted. I think he's dehydrated. He is tired. He was behind you in right field all day. He's not moving. I'm worried about Pete.
Pete and I were having a good conversation out there right today.
Pete's a good man. Rafael Soriano will try to close this out for Phil Hughes. Look at the numbers on Soriano, 17 of 18. And the first batter he will face is Alex Rios. Seeing Soriano on the mound. Got a chance to see Mariano today. Has a little bit of a, not a brace, but kind of a wrap around his knee. Was walking without a limp. He looked great.
I was going to say he didn't look any different than he did a couple months ago before the injury happened. I'm sure he misses the game and misses taking the field, but
he got upset with me today. I usually annoy him in some way.
Yeah.
He was walking. I said, "Mo, you're not even walking without a limp." He goes, "Yeah." I said, "You can walk, you can pitch." So he looked at me, says, "Cabezón," and walked away, which means big head in Spanish.
How'd you know what that meant?
Because he calls it to me all the time. The 1-1. Tino said that he had that same surgery in '95, and there's Mo. And he said that was before the surgery was actually perfected. And he said he was out 6 months. He said, so Mo will definitely be back. Little brace or a kind of a wrap. Didn't have any crutches, and he's moving fine. The 2-1. High pop-up. Shallow center. Granderson sees this one, and he puts it away for the first out. Soriano had a very big month of June. He had 11 saves, and that led the major leagues. Most by a Yankee in a month since Rivera in 2004. I'm wondering, Paul, we were giving the starters for the All-Star teams. I wonder if Rafael Soriano could make the All-Star team.
A shot, there's no doubt about it. Robbie Cano's got to name his home run hitters now.
Yep.
Got the squads out.
Pitch to Przinsky is outside. 1-0.
Well, you have a good week coming up here, Michael. You're a big vacation week.
No, just 4 days off, and then I go to Boston for the Yankees Red Sox. I'm looking forward to that.
4 days for you is like an eternity.
Oh, I don't even know what to do with myself.
Schedule a couple new shows or something. Huh?
The 1-0. If I get bored, I might fly to Cincy. Just hang out, barbecue.
Yeah.
I'll learn how to play golf.
That might take more than 4 days. I'll tell you that right now.
How about mini golf?
Yeah,
I can hit it right into the clown's mouth.
We got a few of those.
Here's the 1-1. Popped up the other way. Long run for Chavez, but he runs out of room. It's in the seats.
You'd love to hear, we hear Joe Girardi's postgame every day. You'd kind of like to hear Robin Ventura's today when you saw Floyd and Przinsky. What was going on between them? Well, like I said, 162 games. You have arguments. This is the way it is.
The 1-2.
It's not always smooth sailing, Michael, like it is up here in this booth.
No, here it's unbelievable. Every day 72 and sunny. I don't know if that foul ball got him. Got him in the mouth. Unbelievable. It jumped over the fence in front of the Yankee dugout and got Ibanez, who was sitting watching the game. Swing and a miss. And the White Sox down to their final out.
Final countdown. Who sings that, Michael? Last song of the. Who sings it? See, nobody getting your ear right now. We're on the spot. Tiebreaker.
Let's see.
I see.
How about Europe?
Ah, you're ridiculous. You pulled it out. Good job. You win. Congratulations. I know they're in your ear telling you, too.
Here's Viciedo. Count 1-0. Viciedo, how one player could turn a series.
Yeah.
The White Sox could be leaving New York going 1-3. Instead, they're going to feel good about themselves at 2-2 because of the 3-run home run he hit on Thursday against Robertson. Now, this game's not over yet, but that was how big that hit was. 1-1. Youkilis used to coming in here as the real enemy, but he didn't get much love from Yankee fans this weekend.
You know, you read about, how Detroit is going to turn it around, and I'm not so sure. I like this team. I think they're a good team. I think that they're going to be with Detroit all year.
Pitches outside to Viciedo.
Lots going to have to do now. You're going to, after the All-Star break, you'll get back into, the interleague or outside the interleague play, and you'll start playing your division rivals a lot.
2-1.
Good pitch.
Boy, you can't even imagine what kind of a savior Soriano has been. The one guy that everybody thought was an indispensable Yankee was Rivera. He goes down. Then his replacement, Robertson, goes down. And the seventh-inning guy who closed in the past and did a good job has come in and just been nails for the Yankees. Absolute nails. Count 3-2.
And it's 95. And the other night when he had so much trouble and then he's taken a couple days off, he looked sharp again. Mid-90s on his fastball.
Soriano deals the payoff. Just missed, and the White Sox stay alive. So Viciedo had struck out 3 previous times, and as a free swinger takes 2 close ones and keeps the game alive.
Ball down and away, and you're right, Viciedo, he's a free swinger. So to walk in, you had to miss.
Here is Alexi Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Also has a stolen base. Good slider work in the count 0-1. The 0-1. Right on the black, 0-2. White Sox down to their final strike. That's a tough pitch to hit.
Yeah, it is. And the hitter, you look and you see that catcher's glove move, and you just can't believe that that's got the plate.
And it did. Viciedo leads off first. Andy 0-2. He struck him out. And the Yankees win 4-2 on Old Timers Day. Another shutdown 9th inning for Rafael Soriano, and the Yankees split the 4-game set. And on this homestand, they go 5-2, sweeping the Indians and splitting 4 with the first place White Sox. Stick around for the postgame show to find out who's today's Chevy player of the game. A couple of home runs for the Yankees helped them win this one. A 2-run shot by Cano, a 2-run shot by Eric Chavez, and Phil Hughes gave them 8 really strong innings. And Soriano pitches a scoreless 9th as the Yankees take this one 4-2 on a Sunday in New York. We got an award to give out, and then we'll throw it downstairs for the postgame show where Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry and Meredith Murakovich are waiting. Once again, Yankees beat the White Sox 4-2. Stay where you are.